Hi, I'm Zara.
I'm Moose.
I'm Sam.
I'm Austin, and today we're discussing solar energy and its importance. To first understand what solar energy is, why it's important, and how it works, we first need to discuss what energy is.
Energy? You mean like when I eat a bunch of candy and feel jittery?
Yeah, that's a part of it. Energy is a property that allows bodies and systems to do work. For example, the food you eat has energy in it, and that energy allows you to eat, play, talk, do homework, so on and so forth. An important fact about energy is that it can exist in many different forms. Energy is a fundamental property of the universe, and a big portion of science is dedicated to describing the behavior of energy when it's in these different forms. As explained before, the food you eat has energy in the form of chemical energy. Energy can also be in the form of electrical energy, which is what powers your phone. There's thermal energy, which is the energy transferred through heat. There's even energy in that book on top of your desk called potential energy. Today, we're focusing on electromagnetic energy, which is just a fancy word for saying light. There's a type of light energy that's distinguished called solar energy. Hey, Sarah, what's solar energy?
Like Austin said, solar energy is a type of light. This light comes from the sun and solar energy. Think about a plant. Plants don't eat burgers and pasta like we do to get energy. Instead, they get their energy from the sun. This process is called photosynthesis. It's one type of solar energy. However, plants aren't the only ones that use solar energy. We use it too. For example, we use solar energy to heat homes and buildings, to dry our clothes, and to grow fruits and vegetables to have as food. Now think about a car. A car needs gas in order to drive. And once you run out of gas, this car stops working. Depending on how often you drive, depends on how often you need to put gas in. That's because gas is a fuel, and fuels are non-renewable sources. However, the sun is a renewable source, meaning it never runs out.
Wow, that's pretty cool. But how does it work?
Now, solar energy works by utilizing these things called solar panels. Now, if you take a really close look at the solar panel, you're going to see a bunch of rectangles. Now, in those rectangles, there are things called solar cells. This is a close-up of what a solar cell looks like. Now, solar panels work very similar to how plants work, in which you take a really, really close look at this leaf of the plant, you're going to see a bunch of things called cells. Now, each of these cells work to collect energy for the plant by collecting the sunlight and converting it into food. Solar panels work the same way in that they collect sunlight and convert it into energy that we can use for our computers, our TVs, our lights, and even video games.
That's awesome, but why is solar energy important?
This is important because fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas are sources of energy that are not renewable, meaning we can't use it again or recycle it. This is a major problem because this source of energy is being used increasingly and can only last us up to 100 years. Another thing to keep in mind is that as we are constantly using fossil fuels to operate our technology, we are also polluting the earth because the carbon dioxide gets trapped in the atmosphere. This leads to climate change, which will cause higher temperatures to occur. This can greatly impact communities that are near the sea border. But if we are able to find a way to use solar energy effectively, we could prevent climate change from getting worse.
And that concludes our presentation. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you learned something new from this video, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.